Are you looking for the cutest small town in the USA and one of the most beautiful mountain villages that you can find in America? Welcome to Stowe, Vermont. In this video, I'm going to show you some of my favorite things to do in Stowe, along with just a little tour of the area so that when you come visit, you're prepared and you know what to expect. Before we get started, make sure to take your like button, pack it in your carry-on, and come on over to Vermont as we get ready to explore the beautiful mountain town of Stowe. The historical downtown is perfect for walking around. It is giving Americana. I know you can't see this side very well because of the sun, but there are a variety of hotels down here. There are a lot of restaurants, including many that I have personally visited on my own. And there are two parts to visiting Stowe in Vermont. There is the things to do in the downtown and then the things to do in the surrounding area. And we will be going over both, starting with the things to do in the downtown area. So the first thing that we are going to do when we get to Stowe is we are going to check out the historical downtown. Now there are a variety of things to do here, lots to see here. I recommend starting with the downtown and then heading to the surrounding areas. So we're going to start this video with a little walk around town. I'm going to show you what there is to see, some things to do, things that start and end here, and then we will hit the surrounding area after that. Stowe gained popularity for being a ski town, but it is perfect to visit during spring, summer, and fall as well. If you don't ski, that's okay. It's still amazing. As you can see, some of the fall foliage is turning. There are leaves on the ground, and it is giving all Americana vibes. One of my favorite places is on the corner right here in the main street of the downtown area. It is such a cute little area for taking a family photo, and even though we're in the United States, I feel like this looks like the Canadian flag, which is so cute, and it is perfect. I've taken many photos here over the years, and it's just like so cute, free, like what else could you possibly want? This restaurant here, Harrison's, I've eaten there before. They have an outside patio area and then also these like roll down sides in case it gets too cold, and then there's also heat warmers. This is where I ate when I have been here on past trips, and it was really good, and I do recommend checking it out. I'm gonna say something a little controversial. This visitor information place was not helpful. Do not go in there. I think you have a better bet looking online, asking in forums, or going to local New England blogs, because I've gone in there and I've asked what there is to do, and they literally looked to me like I was dumb. And it was very frustrating because I was here a little early before the foliage in September, and they literally had nothing to suggest to me, and that was just like completely a shock. So I would not recommend going in there. Now, easily one of the best things to do in Stowe is to go on this rec path. There are over 5 miles of this beautiful bike and walking trail that stretch from the Stowe downtown all the way towards Mount Mansfield. Here is the famous historical white church that you see, and you can pick up this biking and walking trail right here almost behind it. This is the start of it with this cute little covered walkway, and then as you can see, it is right down here. This is a parking lot for the trail, and as you can see, here it is. It goes all along past restaurants and various other things. This is not the only place that you can pick it up, but this is the terminus of it in Stowe town. Another thing that I recommend doing in Stowe is to pop over here, check out the historical cemetery, and especially during fall with the fall foliage, it's gorgeous. And there are so many old gravestones here. I love walking around and just seeing like from the historical times, like this person was in 1851. And I think that it's so interesting, an interesting window to our history to see just all of the different kinds of people that have called Stowe their home over the last couple of centuries. If you love drinking and you love local beers, the Stowe Public House and Bottle Shop is the place for you. There's this little lawn for sitting and enjoying the outdoors. This place can get very busy and very popular, but it is a great place if you are a beer enthusiast, they also have a variety of other things you can check out, but it's mainly locally brewed ciders, wine, and craft beer. There's also cheese that, of course, you can get with your drinks. If you love shopping, there are a variety of adorable little stores. Every store comes and puts their fall best outside, but this is just the perfect place to pick a souvenir. Personally, for me, I love this pumpkin pillow. I think that it's so cute. Here is the picture perfect, very famous Stow White Church. You have probably seen this place in countless pictures and videos of this town, and there is an overlook that I will show you later where you can see the back side of it and the town. You can go inside. The historical sanctuary is open variety of times. Today it's open from 9 a.m. till 2. It just depends on the day, if they're having services, a wedding, or whatever may be going on, but you can find this church right in the middle of town. If you are into breakfast, this Butlers Pantry breakfast is easily one of the best breakfast options in Stowe in this historically beautiful setting. Look at how cute this is for fall. It's outdoors, it's surrounded by leaves, and it's just really good and locally run. So I do recommend this if you are into breakfast or you want that kind of food while you're in town. One of my biggest travel tips for coming to Stowe during high season is to make sure that you book your dining reservations early. And I don't mean like 2 days in advance. It doesn't have to be like months in advance, but if you are coming here during high season and you want to eat out at one of these restaurants, I can almost guarantee you will not be able to get sat until 8:30 or later, if at all, because sometimes they do not allow walk-ins. So that is very important to understand when visiting here. I can tell you from experience, because that is something that I have not done sometimes, and I've finally learned my lesson, but not getting sat at all, getting turned away, or having to do takeaway, or having to wait like 2 hours to eat is never fun. If you are into shopping, here's another one for you. It is called Shaw's General Store. Again, established in 1895, so quite a historical place, traditional general store, and perfect for getting all of your souvenirs. Stowe offers a variety of places to stay, such as this Green Mountain Inn. It has a pool breakfast and a variety of dining options that you can see right in here through the window. People are always here, it's always full, and it is a beautiful historical place to stay in downtown. And there's also the nearby Whip Bar and Grill, which is also very good. I have also eaten here on past trips as well. So now that we've checked out the cute downtown, we are going to expand our reach, and we are going to check out some things that are further outside of town and what you can do within driving distance of Stowe. Not too far, but just some cool things that need to be on your list. So let us go. Now remember that view of the Stow Church that I was telling you about? I'm gonna show you exactly how to find it. So first we're gonna come down here right off of the main street, and we are going to head towards this cute covered bridge walkway that is in that's exiting town, and you're going to either walk or drive up this road, and I will show you there is an easy access overlook for the view. This is the Dewey Memorial Bridge, and this was made to commemorate a local gentleman. So as you can see here, this parking lot is where you are heading for that view, and you're going to just follow the sidewalk, come through this covered bridge, which is so cute. The views of the river are beautiful. You can see some foliage out there. We're gonna follow this sidewalk all the way around. All right, you see this salon, and tangerine and olive shops. This is the parking lot where you get that famous view. Now down there, there is even more parking, and it is public pay parking. Such a quick walk into town. This area is quite a popular spot, but it is easy to see why, because this viewpoint is so pretty. So when you are here, there are a variety of different viewpoints, and it is so cute, especially during the fall. Like, what's not to love? And with that, we have concluded our tour of downtown Stowe. Let's head out to the surrounding area, starting off with one of my favorite places I think about all year. Welcome to Cold Hollow Cider Mill. This is one of the best places to visit in Vermont, and specifically Stowe area during the fall. This place is amazing. I am totally obsessed. I have been here for I've come here for multiple years, and you definitely need to check it out if you're in the area. Let's go. They also have the barn, which is a lunch and tasting room, and they make cider, like actual hard cider, alcoholic cider, and you can buy some in this building. And then there's also like lunch and small bites, and it is really good. I'm not a drinker, but I have been with people that do like alcoholic beverages, and they really enjoyed it. This is Cold Hollow Cider Mill. This is the entrance. It is extremely popular with tour buses. It's very busy. There's this whole outdoor area, which is perfect for hanging out. And for kids, love playing in this area. It's always very popular with families and solo travelers, couples. Everyone comes to this destination. Outside, there are pumpkins and gourds, apples, and things that are just from local farms in the area, which is amazing. And it even tells you specifically where it was from. Aren't they so cute? I'm obsessed with gourds. Heading inside, there is an absolutely massive shop that's in here, and you can there's literally everything you could possibly want, just like little cute dish towels, apple decor, of course, you know, your fresh maple syrup. There is literally so much. There are also a lot of local products from Cold Hollow and neighboring businesses that you can find here, and they're always like specifically tagged from where they are from. So it just depends on where you want and what you're looking for. But again, the local company is always listed. So if you're looking for a souvenir, this is the place to go. My favorite part is the fresh baked goods. There are always fresh baked goods here. These pumpkin oatmeal chocolate cookies are literally some of the best things I've ever had, and there's always just a rotating selection of goodies beyond the cider and the cider donuts, along with fresh baked pie. We love the apple pie. It is one of our favorite, and definitely check it out while you are visiting here. They also have mixed berry pie and nut pie, a variety of options. One of the best things that you can buy here is the cider. You can buy it to go, but I recommend, or you can buy it just in like a cup to enjoy while you're here, but I recommend taking a quart, pint, or a gallon. They also have half gallons. I generally do the half gallons. If you don't want a whole pie, there's also pie slices, and I'm obsessed with their pumpkin roll. It is so good, as well as local cheeses, artisan sodas, and like I said, hard cold brews or hard ciders are across the way. Up here at the front, they have the legendary cider donuts, creamies, and cider slushies, and you can see the legendary donuts being made right here. It all depends on if you are a cake donut person or a yeast donut person, if you are going to like them. Personally, I am a yeast donut person. They were still really good, but they were cakey, a little cakey for my liking, so I'm just gonna be honest, but it is really cool to see them being made right here. A really cool hidden gem at Cold Hollow Cider Mill is back here in the back of the store. Once you pass everything, there is a viewing room where you can see the cider being made. It's not being made now because it's the end of the day. And there's also a tasting area where you can taste the cider for free. There's little cups, and there's a tasting tank, and you can just walk up and take a little taste to decide if you want it. If you want to buy it, why not? It's very cool and fun for the whole family. So this is Cold Hollow Cider Mill. It is a very busy experience, but it is busy for a reason. I think that the prices are quite reasonable, and they have a very wide selection. When you are done and you have your treats, come outside to enjoy in the Vermont mountains. Before we move on, I wanted to show you a few of the goodies that I got. You can't go wrong with any of these. Next up, we are going to head to one of the most famous mountain drives in the United States called Smugglers Notch. This is a great place to see foliage. It is absolutely gorgeous and should be on your list of things to do in Stowe. As you can see, this road is incredibly twisty and twining, and it is absolutely forbidden for semi-trucks or any large vehicles to come through this area because they will get stuck, and multiple trucks get stuck each and every year. So if you're a truck driver watching this, this is not the place for you to be driving. Now, there are so many things to see and do in the Notch. It is a very popular area for rock climbing, hikes, and of course, just road tripping to see the beautiful fall foliage. On your way to and from Smugglers Notch, you will see the gondola, which can take you to the top of Mount Mansfield, which in this video is that big mountain right over there. Personally, I think that it is rather expensive. It's around $40 US per person, and I don't think that it is worth it, but a lot of people do like this experience, and I wanted to put it on this list so you can decide for yourself. The best part about driving in the Stowe area is that there are just so many places that you can pull over and find gorgeous views like these. This is on the way from Stowe downtown into Mount Mansfield and the gondola area. You can actually see the ski hill in the background, and on your way to the Notch, you will pass this amazing field. And this is one of the places where you can see some gorgeous color. Just look at these incredible trees. And of course, there are just all sorts of foliage wherever you may turn if you are visiting during the fall. Another one of my favorite viewpoints is this red barn that is located along Loose Hill Road on the way up to VonTrap Lodge. It is absolutely stunning and very picturesque. It is the perfect Americana scene, and a lot of people don't really pull over here, but whenever we are pulled over, they see other cars, they always come and they pull over as well because this view is just spectacular with the barn and then the mountain of the foliage in the background. So if you're heading up to the VonTrap Lodge, which is our next stop, this is perfect. Welcome to the VonTrap Lodge in Stowe, and yes, it is VonTraps, like those VonTraps from The Sound of Music. It is the very same people, and as you can see, it is a very European influence on this amazing place to stay. So if you are looking for a great hotel in the area, you really cannot go wrong with the VonTrap Lodge. That being said, you do not have to stay here in order to visit. Look at these cute apples. You can go apple picking. You can come visit some of the amazing hiking trails that are along the entire property, or you could come for dinner at one of the amazing restaurants with Austrian influence. There are gardens. Now, you do have to pay a day fee if you are coming, so make sure to go inside and pay your day fee. But this is a great area for outdoor recreation, dining. They have weddings, all sorts of events, or just to stay if you're looking for an amazing hotel in the Stowe area. There are plenty of other fun fall activities like visiting covered bridges. I prefer a red covered bridge or Goldbrook covered bridge, and there are also a variety of things that you can do, such as pumpkin patches or corn mazes that are fun for the whole family and are located right in Stowe. Now, of course, you've got to eat during your trip, and my recommendation is Idle Time Brewing Company. It is a little bit outside of town, only by about 5 minutes, and it is totally worth it. Now, there is both indoor and outdoor dining. There are no warmers outside, so if it is chilly, there will not be any like heating lamps outside, so that's something to keep in mind. So just make sure to bundle up and wear appropriate clothing. But I love Idle Time. They are a local brewery. They also have cocktails and mocktails. The ambiance is just perfect. Like, look how cute these lights are, and under the foliage is so nice. My recommendation would be to get their Bavarian pretzel with beer cheese using a locally made beer that they brew themselves. And then, of course, a burger, because what is better? Their fries here are freaking amazing. Make sure to dip it in the beer cheese. This place is not to be missed. If you are in the mood for a brewery, that's okay. There's still plenty of other options, such as Picasso. This has both indoor and outdoor seating as well as takeout. It is amazing. The pizza is so good. And then in town, there is this Swiss fondue by Heinz. It is again, alpine fondue type of restaurant. It is also very good. It is a little bit more on the expensive side, but if you are coming to Stowe to celebrate a special occasion, this is something that could be for you. Here's a quick peek at the menu so you see what I'm talking about. If you're looking for a little pick-me-up like coffee or lunch, the Stow Bee Bakery is the perfect place. They have so many delicious cakes and confections as well as coffee, and then they also have savory dishes such as focaccias, which are just freaking amazing. If that is something that you're interested in, they do have indoor seating, and I got a coffee, which was really yummy. And with that, I hope that you've enjoyed this introduction into Stowe, Vermont, which is one of the most magical small towns in the United States. From delicious homemade cider to one of the most scenic drives in the United States, a quaint downtown, and amazing restaurants, there's something for everyone in Stowe. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time.